My name is Chuck Young. I'm the spokesperson for Texas Dentists for Medicaid Reform. We're in favor of just about anything at this point that brings some checks and balances to OIG's processes, especially their determination of credible allegations of fraud. A payment hold is a catastrophe to a majority Medicaid practice that can lead to bankruptcy in a matter of weeks. But the situation is badly compounded when an agency pursues its mandate so aggressively as to threaten to crash the whole Texas Medicaid provider network. The long testimony a week ago on HB 1536 was quite instructive in this regard, and I encourage all present to take the time to watch it. I won't comment on Mr. Stick's testimony, which ran over an hour, except to state that it was soundly refuted. Leading the way in this refutation was the testimony of Mr. Fred Houston, former Director of Sanctions at OIG. In his explosive testimony, Mr. Houston related that OIG has used experts with little to no Medicaid experience. OIG has edited expert testimony to remove statements supportive of providers. And importantly, OIG has retroactively applied a new medical policy regarding ectopic eruptions, a clinical term, enabling 100% payment holds on practices despite no evidence of actual fraud. Mr. Houston's testimony contains many other points, and I've attached the complete written version for the edification of this committee. Given its revelations, it's no wonder that Tony Canales, the first attorney to fight a cap hold all the way through the administrative law process, declared OIG in this same hearing to be an agency running amok. These are his words. But nothing brought home the injustice of the current situation for me personally like the testimony of Dr. Paul Dunn. Dr. Dunn has been providing dental care to patients in rural West Texas for almost 40 years. He was put on a cap hold that summarily crushed his practice in a matter of a couple of months. But the horror of Dr. Dunn's situation is that OIG, and specifically Mr. Stick, admitted to him that he was not apparently guilty of fraud. Now, I ask the senators to take a moment to ponder a credible allegation of fraud by an agency that admits there is no apparent fraud. Add to this that Dr. Dunn was then told he could be back in business for $1.5 million, a sum he couldn't raise if he sold everything he owned. Senators, we're against fraud, but in the pursuit of this agenda, the state hasn't just thrown out the baby with the bathwater. It's thrown out the baby, the towel, the tub, the rug, and the baby's whole family. Until some trust is restored to this situation, we cannot see how any medical professional in their right mind would participate in the Texas Medicaid system. Thank you.